a very hot bandit area. We have one of the strongest churches in Samburu is in Baragoi, and we are reaching all groups, the Turukanas, the Samburus, and the Pokots. And the church there is actually doing a great work in those areas. Our extension of church in Turkana is reaching to various groups, various communities where no other church reaches to them. The Quakers, in their simplicity, have managed to reach them. And where they reach, they plant a church, they plant a school. And all those things go together to see that we transform the communities from ignorance to knowing Christ and being academically informed into their ministry. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me just say that on Wednesday, on the workshop days, some of the names of the people that you're hearing are hosting workshops so that you will have an opportunity to hear more about these work in various places, and then you can ask direct questions to them at that time. As Gayatri introduced, that part of her work has been in the Peace Initiative. She's talked about that already, but also in the support, Friends United meeting support for the Samburu Friends Mission and the Turkana Friends Mission. Our hearts across the globe has been tender by the droughts in these harsh places. And I have been incredibly blessed by the generosity of Kenyan friends who have mobilized in response to those needs. And so much of that work happened under Gayatri's care, and so why don't you talk about some of the relief work we've been involved with?
We as Quakers, we believe reaching to the unreached, as the director says. And being in Kenya, we know that there's been a lot of drought hit, mostly in the northern part of Kenya. Having our two missions have not been able to be separated from the harsh condition, so Quakers across the country came together through the Women USFW groups and the yearly meetings, mobilized dry maize and dry beans and some clothes that we were able to reach out to Turkana families and Samburu families as a relief. As you have been continued, it has not been a one-time process, but it has been a continuous process. We also have been able to work with girl childs in Turkana, Samburu, and Mount Elgon. Girls in this community face very harsh conditions and they are not able to go to school. So what Friends United meeting is doing, we also look at how we support these girls, not only academically in class, but we also mentor them, give them a shoulder to lean on, and even support with supply of sanitary towels so that they're able to get access and be in class and perform like any other child. Because in Kenya, our law states that every child has a right to live and to education. So Quakers, we are really playing a big role there. We still support Turkana, and not just the Quakers in Turkana, but the Turkana families at all. Because once you bring food in a church, the people who get a share of this food is not just the members, but the community that is around the church.
Thank you. Just on Friday, John and I had the opportunity to join you in Samburu for a very exciting celebration. Talk a little bit about that celebration.
That was on 30th. Samburu Mission has had a series of directors under the leadership. One was the leadership of a missionary, Isaiah Bikokwe. I think he's here. Isaiah Bikokwe. There he is. He's our first mission who was sent to Turkana and Samburu. And from there we have had several missions in Samburu as people from Samburu. And the celebration we attended on the 30th was actually a big celebration because it was an opportunity of getting a new director, who is Felix Lekuye, is in the house. Yeah. There is Felix Lekuye, who is our new director for the Samburu mission. And the major purpose was commissioning Felix to go and reach the unreached. We are looking for a big opportunity that the Samburu mission can move to deeper places that no church has reached, and we're looking also how to move there with education, health issues, and also spiritual nourishment.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
To add on that, I think Samburu is strategized very well. We are committed to reaching out among the Randeles who are completely developed in the various in ministry and even in schools, and the other communities that are going towards northern side. And the Samburus